My name is Miranda Rivadeneira. I'm born in New York City, and my parents and I moved to Ecuador when I was 3 years old. My parents are originally from Ecuador. Well, other stories began as a way of relating a little bit more with myself and with my family. I studied photojournalism, and I was very interested in documentary photography and photojournalism. And and I've always been really interested in going into communities, learning about people's traditions, people's connections, people understanding of their lives and the world and how they see the world. And then I thought how interesting it is for me and for a lot of photojournalists that we go out and we search and we look at other people's lives, but very rarely we look at our lives. So I thought it would be really interesting that I'll bring that analysis to myself and my history. So that's like the beginning, the foundation of the work. And then I read somewhere, like right around that time, I read somewhere this really important line for me that said memory is a very unstable and unreliable process. The more that you remember something, the more that you are bound to change it with time. And I thought that would be really interesting. And then I thought, well, then that probably means that whatever I remember the most, I change the most. And whatever I don't remember, that's probably pretty exact. So then I thought, okay, how am I gonna remember things that I don't remember? And well, so that's how the process sort of starts. And little by little, just when you have an idea in your mind, there's just like something in you that activates, and there's something within you that kind of wants to answer that question. So my whole body wanted to answer that question for me. And little by little, I would start thinking about little things. Like the first picture I took was with my grandmother, with Alba, in her bed. And that was a tradition that happened when I was a child. And then at some point I was in their house and I was sleeping next to her, and that happened again. And it's just like this immediate flash came. And then I thought, oh, this actually happened. And then I thought, okay, how would it be if I reenact this memory? And so then the sketches started, and like everything, little by little, the whole memories began. A lot of these memories, although they're not the typical things that you will take pictures of, are things that really shape my life, really shape my interpretation of the world.